Set 76399, Hogwarts Magical Trunk, is a LEGO Harry Potter set. It comes with 603 pieces, 6 minifigures. It is for the ages of 8 and up and was released March 1st, 2022. It retails in Canada for $79.99 Canadian, in the US for $59.99 US, in the UK for £54.99, and in the rest of Europe for €59.99, with Finland being €74.95. So, the front of the box, you have the LEGO logo on the top left of all sides, but the side with the warning for choking, just so I can get that out of the way. You have the Harry Potter logo beside that. There is the information just below the LEGO logo. You have a giant picture of the sets, along with several of the items floating in mid-air. Wizarding World logo to the top right. There are 6 minifigures here. Professor McGonagall, and Harry Potter and what I believe Hermione Granger are the only ones that are sort of standard for Harry Potter sets. The other ones, from what I understand, are completely customizable, as shown by the picture beside them, which shows different LEGO heads, different types of hairs, and to be able to configure it really any way you want. You have the 4 houses there, so it signifies that the trunk can be in any house color that you want. And it shows that you can build and customize, so there are a couple different settings that you can have inside of this magical trunk. On the back, you have a build, rebuild in play to tell you all about the different stuff. So there are 3 sets shown here. You have the Sorting Ceremony, the Great Hall Welcoming Feast, and the Common Room here. It also appears that you can also configure for a Draco Malfoy minifigure. So there are lots of variations of minifigures that you can make in here, but you will only ever have 6 at a time total. On the bottom left, it says all models cannot be built simultaneously. So that means that you will not be able to have all 3 of them at the same time. You basically do one scene at a time, and that is also in 2 other languages. And the build, rebuild, and play is in another language below that. And on the very bottom, one side has the warning that due to small parts there's a potential choking hazard if children 0 to 3 consume them, so you have to watch out for that. Hogwarts Magical Trunk is, I believe, in 2 other languages here, plus something else. Probably build and customize. You have where the components are made and distributed, along with the lego.com/apps. So that's Lego's apps for like social media, their little Lego stuff there, games, and the building instructions app. The other side has the other side has Hogwarts Magical Trunk, so that stuff so the 2 other languages on the other side were probably something else here. It also shows the 4 different house configurations that you can do for the trunk here. The top has, the top shows, so Harry and McGonagall are the minifigures that are just standard here, and you have 4 legs and torsos plus 2 little skirt accessories. There are 10 heads and 16 pieces of hair, so to customize however you want. That's really cool. It also shows the various different stuff here. So you have an owl, a couch, a fireplace, the house point counter, the Marauders map, the Quibbler, a flat top trunk, what looks like a stool, a potions book, a cauldron, Birdie Bots of a flavored bean, a cup, a cauldron, 2 cabinets, and 2 tables for sorting ceremonies. It also shows the various different tiles that you're going to use for the to customize the outside of a trunk for the different houses that you want them to be. It shows a sticker sheet for various random stickers that you can customize it with. Remember, when you place the stickers, they are permanent, so you won't be able to get them off without ruining the sticker completely, so be careful what you want it to look like. And the actual size indicator is the Professor McGonagall minifigure. And the bottom has build and customize, I believe, in 2 different languages. It has the, I think, Great Hall Welcoming Feast, if I'm correct, or it has something else that's on the box in 2 other languages below that, and has usually recycling, UPC, and trademark information. This box is a tab box, so you push in the tabs on either side, and you open it up. Okay, so here's the contents of the set. You have 5 bags labeled 1 to 5. There is a 8x16 road plate here. There is 33 stickers on one sheet. These are all the ones that are not like mandatory. You'll use them for the scene stickers. And there are 21 stickers that you will definitely be putting on the set as you build the main components. You have the main you have instruction booklets. The front page is cool. It's of the front of the acceptance letter for Hogwarts, which is neat. Next 2 pages over are for the building instructions app. So with that app, you get all the building instructions from 2010 and just a tiny bit earlier, in a very easy to use and easy to find format. You can also find these instructions on the website. The website has more variety. You can go back to 1996, but they are slightly harder to find if you don't know what you're looking for. With the app, it's a lot easier to find, but you get less variety. So this does not tell you what each bag builds. So that's actually very interesting. It just starts you off right away. So there's no real this bag builds anything. There is the whole customizable. There are 2 pages for customizable characters and one for McGonagall in here. But other than that, it doesn't really tell you what bag is for what in here, which is really weird because LEGO never normally does that. They usually tell you what you're building, but I guess they just didn't bother to do it in this one. On the back, there's a feedback and win, so you enter into a survey on the LEGO site for whatever set you bought, and you can put your feedback and be entered in a chance to win a LEGO set. There are 2 pages of parts, and that is it. So for packaging, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. There's nothing incredible with this, but nothing absolutely special with it. It's just sort of a bog standard LEGO packaging. It was a little weird for the instructions not to tell you what each bag does, but I guess as you go through, it will signify what bag you have to use. So for this build, as always, in the timestamps are in the description below if you want to skip to different parts of the video. And when I'm doing the time lapses, I'm watching YouTube videos, background noise, but I can look up occasionally, and when that speeds up, it can look weird. So let's get building. Okay, here's the set. You get a teal brick separator. You get a couple little extra parts that aren't going to be used for any of the customizable bits here. You get a bunch of exclusive pieces. So for pieces that are unique prints, there is the 4 torsos for the Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, and Ravenclaw house colors. There is the torso for what I'm the Harry Potter character. It's sort of just it's a blank, unsorted torso. There is the 2x3 tile with a Marauders map print. There is the basically every head except for Harry's, Hermione's, McGonagall's, and Draco Malfoy's are exclusive prints to this set. There is a 2x3 tile number 89, which has the Quibbler magazine print on it. So those are exclusive prints to the set. For the exclusive colors, you get a 3x8 flag with shaft, which is in a brick yellow. It's never been in before. There is a turntable 2x2 female, which is in a dark orange. It's never been in before. You get a 1x1x1 1/3 with arch, which is in a medium lilac. It's never been in before. A 2x2 inverted flat tile, which is in a reddish brown. It's never been in before. There is a mini pot in a titanium metallic that it's never been in before. There is a key with 3.2 shaft number 2, which is in a warm gold. A chest lid 2.4 number 2, which is the flat chest lids in a warm gold. Those are all pieces that are in a color they've never been in before. And for pieces completely exclusive to the set, there is a minifigure wig number 335, a minifigure wig number 212. There is a mini clothing number 17, which they're using for the female character skirts. You get a function element cross hole, which is something I've never ever seen before. It's pretty cool. It's what they use as the little locking mechanism here in the set. There is apparently the mini hat number 80, which is the sorting hat. Is apparently a slightly different variation. You also get a 4x8 inverted flat tile dark orange. There is, and that's it for completely exclusive parts. A part that I missed for prints is that there is a there's a child black legs, which have a little bit of a, which for the females have a little sort of gray band going just above the feet, and that is also an exclusive print of the set. So that's for exclusive prints. You will get a bunch of tiles left over depending on what configuration you use for the chest. I used Gryffindor, so I have a bunch of blue, silver, black, green tiles completely left over. Those should be saved if you ever want a different configuration. The only real characters that I'm going to give as a minifigure, because the other ones are completely customizable, is the McGonagall one. So she has a dark green gown with gown legs with a gown print on it, or sort of rope print. There's a dark green torso with a rope print on there, dark green hands, beige arms. She has a, what is her normal McGonagall, sort of old with sort of glasses below the eyes, face smiling, and one where she's sort of, very cross about something. And she has a witch's hat with a bit of hair peeking out of the sides. And the rest of the characters I won't bother to do because they are completely customizable. You can really put any head. The only other real characters are Harry, Draco Malfoy, and Hermione, but as the instructions show, you can really put any character together with any character you want. So I'm not going to go over the minifigures that you can do because the customizations are, there's probably about over 100 customizations that you could do with the amount of heads, hairs. Like I got like pink, blue, I have a Luna Lovegood hair here, I have some pretty interesting looking hair pieces here, and a lot of different heads. So they are all customizable, so I'm not going to bother to go over the rest of the minifigures due to that. Got a bit of a chocolate frog. You have a couple wands left over that if you want to customize among the characters, I would just keep as part of the set. I got a wizard tile, which the set in no way, basically nowhere in the set does it actually show you that there is a wizard tiles anywhere at all, so it's actually pretty unique. It was a big surprise to me. This is Birdie Bot. I think I have them before, so that's basically just sort of a waste of a tile on this part. Nothing new. You get an owl holding a letter there, and then you get the actual chest. So this chest is It's built neatly, so you have the chest of the handles on the outside and the key here. You can turn the key to lock the chest so that it cannot be opened, and the key has the Gryffindor or the Hogwarts crest on it, sort of looped onto it. The chest has Hogwarts written on the outside. Both sides here have stickers that can be used to write any names you want on it in marker. And speaking of stickers, you will get 2 of those little stickers for the name writing left over on your sheet, so save that if you want to peel these off and put different ones on. And I have not put any of the custom stickers on, so I have those saved up. So to get in the chest, you just simply take the key and you undo it, and then it opens up. All the customizable pieces are in here, so you get several bits here. There is a little bit of a fireplace. You get a Hogwarts points counter that has shelf stickers on the other side, and you have chest cabinets with various items in it, such as books or the Marauder's map and stuff, and the little floating candles on the other side to be used for the Great Hall components. There is a chest here with several stuff on the inside. Let's get it out. There we go. A couch, purple couch with a chessboard underneath it, so a little printed thing that has little chess pieces on it, which is a little unique. Sorting hat and a stool. You have the banners here, which can either display the sort of house colors or a floating candle thing, so you can do the 2 different scenes there, Great Hall or the Sorting Feast. 2 tables with various different things on that. And then you have this, so it folds up or unfolds into the full thing, and then you can do different customizations. So we're going to go through each of them. We're going to do the sorting ceremony first. So this is the sorting ceremony. You have basically the sort of candle banners orientated here, and then you have little candles here, fireplace, and the counter for the house points there. Nothing really special with it. A bunch of stuff that's just not used. It is very interesting. You could have students just standing here, McGonagall with the hat and Harry, and I'm actually very curious as to whether or not you can pick up the hat by, it would have been really cool if the edge of a hat was sort of rod shaped so that you could actually pick up the hat by the edge of it and hold it up, but, or the minifigures could, but it's not like that. For the Great Feast, it will look like this. So this is what the Great Hall will look like. The little tables here. Each table, interestingly enough, has a sort of indicator underneath as to the house. So you'd have the guy wearing the Slytherin one sitting here, and Ravenclaw, and then Gryffindor, Hufflepuff here. It's actually a just sort of interesting little feature. The couch can be transformed into chairs, into a chairs and chess set on the table. So that's a very interesting transformation there. And for the common room set, so for a common room set, that looks even more interesting. Okay, and then here's the common room. So you can have a common room in basically any common room you want. You just need one of the little house banner things on the side. This is Gryffindor, and the beds can be customized. So those little pieces under house tables are actually not to signify where each member sits. It's actually to be able to customize the bed, which is neat. And the tables will be taken apart to create the bed and a little shelving unit here. This is all highly customizationable and pretty cool. I think the only real complaint that I have with this is, and this isn't really to do with how it's built, it's just the way that one of the pieces here was designed, is that these shelves are the shelves open up very easily. There's no like friction to them. It's very loose fit, and things fall out. Like the things that you're supposed to store in here will very easily fall out, and it's just a slight annoyance on that part, but it's nothing really big. But all in all, it is a really cool set. So for build, I'm going to give this a 4. It was a interesting build in how the chest was created, and it was actually very cool to see how to create multi-use items and how to customize around and build stuff to be able to then customize it. So the build was interesting in that way, so I'm going to give it a 4. The play is a 5. There is so much play. You have 3 different basically scenarios that you can do. You could leave it as a chest, but you have 3 different scenarios that you can work around with in here, and even maybe create a few of your own. You have like probably over 100 customizationable options for the minifigures with which you can then play with in multiple times in that scenarios. There's an incredible amount of play, so it does get a 5 here. The display is going to get a 4. You could display it on a shelf like this. You could display it with the some different scenarios built in here. Also for build, I am going to do a little quick thing for that. The way that you can put everything back in here so that it, so that it can all be packed away was really cool. But yes, back to display, so you can have it like this. You can have it as the different various options that you want within the actual set. You can have a, you could have, minifigures. You could have, with a little bit of extra pieces, the actual minifigures on here attached to it, so that you could just have the chest here like that. But there is quite a bit of display in here, so I'm going to give it a display of 4. There is a nice amount in this set, whether you have it like this or customize, it is there. For the value, for the piece that you're getting for price, piece price is okay to maybe not so good depending on where you are, but with the amount of exclusive pieces you get and exclusive minifigures, really when you think about it, the fact that you can make probably 6 minifigures in a multiple of different ways makes this probably the set with the most with the most exclusive minifigures in it, because you can build them really any way you want. Lego's telling you to build it in any way you want, so you can do that. And with the amount of unique pieces, the fact that you do get 1 wizard tile, even though it's probably not going to be one you need, and with the amount of pieces that you could repurpose if you just part it out, I am going to give value a 5. This is a pretty good value, and I would definitely recommend getting this, if nothing else, just for the amount of minifigures that you can get in. You could throw a bunch of these minifigures, customize them completely differently, and throw them into another Hogwarts set if you wanted to liven it up. So, yeah, the value is definitely going to get a 5. This is for people who need to have every Harry Potter set, such as myself. This is also for people who want to have many different options for a Harry Potter set, because when you think about it, this is a trunk. This is also a Great Hall, a dormitory, a sorting feast, and a lot of other stuff in it. So this is very good for anyone who wants a customizable Harry Potter thing or just needs every single set. This isn't necessarily a cool addition to Hogwarts Castle, but it could be used as a nice little display thing. And with that, I will see you all next time.